What is going on, everybody? It's Friday night. You know what it is. It's the side chat to get down and groove with the crowd. Y'all know what you can do, of course. You can hit up the chat, voice your opinions from last night's show, or any new topics that we have now. So with that said, welcome to the side of chat. Alright. I am your host. Take over Project Open Mic. And right now, like I said, we have a lot of things that we can talk about, of course. But last night I talked about electric cars. And why a lot of electric cars are now, people got it like, oh, it's gonna be, this is what's gonna save us from the climate change and all this stuff. And the answer would be no. That's not how it works. But of course, you know, what can I say about that? I mean, we did a good talking about that. I know a lot of people out there wanted to have a question, you know, have basically thoughts about that. So the chat is open. I will gladly read your stuff. Excuse me. Let me make sure I got the chat going up here. Give me a second. Let's see. Again, shout out to people who are watching on Tempo FM, YouTube. Facebook is acting weird now, so it is what it is. But I'm not gonna be one of those kind of people. Facebook, Twitch TV. Of course, Spotify, and yeah, look like we got a good amount of people in the joint tonight. So hey, so we go with that. So if the guys decide to jump in, we'll let them jump in, of course. So let's see how that works out. Let me double check to see that chat if the guys would jumping in or not. But again, if they want to jump in, I'll let them jump in on this. Give me a second here. So I'll just open up so those guys could be set up for that. All right. So again, thank you guys for joining us. Let me put my lovely mug on the screen right there. It's Friday night, so you know what it is. So, all right, here we go. So last night we talked about EV cars and how it's not as clean as it is. People think that, you know, these cars, these are the miracle workers. And again, I did not only just show the bad about things, which is horrible, but it's messed up a lot of countries as well too. I also showed there's something that's good. There's a company out there that's trying to capture carbon and turn it into gas. I wish you the best of luck, and I'm not against that. That they could capture the carbon out of the air, and we need to go out there and plant more trees, and we need to do a lot more stuff. America is the most consumable out of the world because we're the biggest economy, but China and India are growing by leaps and bounds, and nobody's talking about all the coal plants that they're making and they're doing at this point. No matter what the Americans do, India and China is going to take over with the more pollution that they put in the air and on the ground. They do more pollution than us, just plain as it is. Simply by the numbers, there are 1 billion people in India and there's 1.6 billion people in China. We are only 350 people, 350 million people, so I don't get that. But everybody talk about the EVs, and again, I'll share a little part of it, which again, that makes me think that EVs has this. I'm not against it. I myself was looking to see if I could get me a EV myself, you know, looking at stuff, but I'm like, the technology is not there yet. And then looking at how people always lie about, oh, EVs take this much to construction. They always talk about the construction. Yes, it's a little bad worse than petrol car, that ice car, which means turtle ice combustion. Sorry about that. Turtle combustion engine ice. They're more than that, but because they release gas over, it's just as bad. Okay, here's the power that nobody talks about. What happened when the battery's gone? And if the battery get messed up, then you gotta go get that same special materials to get that same battery for that car. What about that? And you still need special coolant and liquids to cool the batteries so you don't overheat, which you have to change. And a lot of people don't talk about that. And that's what destroy a lot of EVs as well, too. But that's the call it is.
Go on.
Hey, Kanoshi, what's going on?
Dang.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
How are you doing?
we're live, so just making sure you know that.
Oh, I don't know if you've been following the Nvidia news, but holy crap!
I've been following it a little bit. I mean, I know what's going on, and yeah, it's expensive. The car is gonna be $1,600. Yeah. So.
I mean, the thing is, the 39 or the 90 series cards are essentially their new Titan. It's their new Titan card, so it's like $1,600 for those cards. Okay, but the 3080, that's the one that's the most baffling. Like the two versions of the 3080.
Yeah, the
12
12 and the
gig and the
16.
16 gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that's just like, what the hell?
Oh well. I mean, we'll see what happened in October and November when they got released. Then.
And it's kind of fishy that the DLSS 3.0 is only coming to the 40 series cards. What are you hiding, Nvidia? What are you hiding?
Well, remember, EVGV is basically they're not doing Nvidia cards no more.
Yeah. So makes me wonder if somebody were able to jerry rig and make DLSS 3.0 work on some of the older cards, like the 30 series cards. I wonder if we're gonna find out that maybe the gap isn't as big as they said it was.
I won't be surprised if they locked off a feature just to make sure they could get something a certain way. That's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they've been known to do that.
Yep.
Remember with the Threadripper CPUs?
Hmm.
I remember you brought that up a couple of years ago with the Threadripper CPUs.
Well, now
They
go ahead.
they limited the Threadripper CPUs so they wouldn't, so the cards wouldn't be able to fully utilize them.
Oh yeah. Nvidia did that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's up to people now because EVG is leaving them, and they were there from the get go with the video, which is kind of weird that they would walk away from the video. Something's going on. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Something's definitely going on. But speaking of
I
that,
wonder if Nancy Pelosi is looking at her stock portfolio. It's like maybe I shouldn't have put so much stock into Nvidia.
right now the stock market is taking a very daggone hit. I can tell you that right now. I know that from my stocks. Whew. Jeez. Ugh.
Like, oh shit, maybe I should sell.
I wouldn't. No, you young. You gotta worry about selling and that. I just look at it right now. It's like, good grief! I lost $5,000 in 2 months.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. But me, since I have you, I got a question for you. You said it. I mean, you gotta sell out your business because that's not my me for asking this question. But I know you said you was gonna move. Where were you gonna move into the city?
Yeah, I was thinking about moving to Indianapolis.
Okay. Okay. So you moved from Illinois.
No, I'm moving from Indiana to, and I'm I live in Indiana. I live close to Illinois, but
I thought you was all the time. I thought you was in Illinois. Why? I always thought the way you said you was in Illinois.
No.
Okay, so you're in Indiana.
Yeah. So I was gonna move to. Yeah.
Okay. I only been able to ask because I thought you was in Illinois because I said, man, I hope you got a gun ready for the purge that's gonna be happening next year.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I just watched the thing where the what do you call it, the Justice for Freedom, the stupid act that came with the liberals that anybody out, not any because of whatever. They just did a thing. Out of 60 people they let out, 39 of them went commit crimes.
Of course.
So stupid.
Of course, because people don't really get.
Human nature.
The problem with a lot of liberals is they think, oh, everybody's
Good.
inherently good, but you know, these people are just victims of circumstances. That's not the case.
True. It's just asinine.
Yeah.
Because including one of them who went to jail because he threatened his baby mama. She put a restraint on him and everything. They let him out, and what he did 2 weeks later, he killed the baby mama.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I remember hearing that story. 45 minutes, she was dead.
So stupid.
Yeah, they
So
don't understand the repercussions of this sort of stuff.
I got
But
you.
it's not. They're putting other people's lives at risk.
I know they are, and it's not them, so they don't care. But since I have you here too again, so we have the conversation. I gotta give a shout out. We gotta give a shout out to Florida's Governor DeSantis, because man, he made it Montevideo look stupid.
Oh yeah, I mean he's. I mean, yeah, it's not happening to them. They're not. They're not the ones getting attacked yet. You know, it's
But the thing I
like.
keep about it, this is an island that have the the average home is $5 million at the least, and
Yeah.
they're crying for 50 illegals. I'm not saying immigrant because of illegals. I'm not playing that game. But it's 50
I mean,
illegals.
we're headed into French Revolution like territory where you got the upper class, and then you got the middle class. Well, there really wasn't much of a middle class back then, but you essentially have the the upper crust or the upper class warring with the lower classes, and the lower classes are going to get tired of getting preached at, being telling liberals telling them what they should be doing, but when they're confronted with the issue, they turn tail and run.
Well, yeah, that does make sense to me how that go. The bad part about that sucks. Like I said, it's only 50 people. Arizona
Yeah.
and Mexico, them got millions of people.
Yeah.
Arizona and California, New Mexico, Florida, they get millions of people, tens of thousands for Florida, and they get 50 people and they're crying Bloody Mary. Oh my God,
Yeah.
how, how can you?
Yeah. Now they want to launch investigations and all the other stuff.
I like it. And again, he did it the right way by having consent forms and everything. So he did not. He made sure that they. I mean, he played it right. So the DOJ can't sue him. They can't. And I love how they say, oh, they're treating it's so inhumane and they're treating people. Wait a minute. Within 24 hours, you sons of bitches got those people out of Martha's Vineyard to a Navy base.
Yep.
And I like how
Make
they're like,
sure they don't.
I love you so much, and they're hugging them when they get on their bus. I'm like, I'm only doing this when I get home and burn my clothes. Get away from me, you plebeians. Basically,
Yeah.
there's such fake people and such full of crap.
Yeah. 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 And yeah, and these people are they're evil and stupid. Like if they were evil and smart, the smart thing would have been to do is to take really good care of them until after the elections, and then ship them away to military bases after the elections. Maybe put them
Yeah.
up in a hotel, give them some nice meals, maybe give them some work if they wanted to. They only had to do it for a couple months
Yep.
until after the elections, and then people would have seen that these liberals, these rich liberals, do care about the immigration. They do, want to take care of these people. But they're so dumb and they're so stupid and they're so self-absorbed that they couldn't even
Yep.
use this as a PR stunt. Like they couldn't they could have completely threw this back in DeSantis' face and make him look like a fool, but no, no.
Yep.
It was so easy. He was handing you a potential PR, uh, uh, a PR gold mine, but no, you're a you idiots. What? Uh,
I guess you.
stealing victory from the uh, uh, stealing victory from the jaws of defeat or something like that.
I got you.
Or
Well,
steal, whatever.
they messed themselves up on that one. That's all. That's all it is. And now it's just crazy how they, like I said, they just couldn't take it, and they thought. I like how, like I said, the guy would say, oh, he's a from Montezuma, he's a coward." I'm like, "Coward, dude? You got 50 illegal immigrants. That's all you got. They got thousands. You bitching like a little kid."
Yeah,
And again,
yeah,
you live in one of the richest parts of the country, and you telling me y'all ain't got enough money for 50 people. Oh,
yeah.
that
That was
they're taking away
crazy.
from our resort. We don't have the resources to do 50 people, but y'all are millionaires.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I don't want to spill. You know, I mean, was it like a CNN guy basically called these people trash? Yeah, they just dump trash on our doorstep.
Basically,
People are garbage.
it really is that, which is sad, but hey. So, yep, that's the crazy part about it. So, that's bad. And then you have just like I said, they could have done it, but they didn't do nothing about it. And then you have they sit there with this is what I said about Chicago, like Mayor Lightfoot. She got her 50 people, and then she dumped them off on the county.
Yeah,
Hey, maybe if you guys wasn't shouting loud and proud that y'all are sanctuary cities, that would have never happened. But because you're so far removed from the problem, y'all was like, "Oh, I'm a sanctuary city," until the sanctuary city really comes to you. Oh, we didn't really mean that. We were just saying that just for political points.
I mean, at some point, the water is gonna reach your neck. At some point, you're gonna have a hard time breathing. Like these people just at some point, they don't understand that most people are going to get sick of dealing with the illegal immigration. Like,
Yep.
there's a lot of, I saw a few videos of people being smuggled in. I think Venezuela released a number of criminals to come here. I think Tucker Carlson was talking about that. So,
Not surprised. Huh. Excuse me. I'm not surprised by that. Really not. It's sad. It's sad because it's just and there was one clip with a Venezuelan woman who had a restaurant or whatever. She did restaurant, which is good for her. But I like when she was like, "Yes, I give them food and everything because these are my people." You didn't went back to your people, did you? Because you once you got out of there, you skedaddled, and I don't
yeah.
blame you for that. But I'm just saying, don't try to spin it that way though.
Yeah, yeah. I hate people that rely on all these are my people. The whole my people mantra when they work so hard to get away from
Oh, trust me,
that
I know.
particular society.
Oh, trust me, I know that because again, I've said on my show multiple times. I don't speak for black people, and black people do not speak for me. I'm my own individual person.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So I don't play that game and want to multiple people like that. But I just see that situation right there. What up, Trip? New
Yeah, what's
York,
going on, Triple M?
Texas is very hypocritical. Texas, you could call yourself a sanctuary state, basically. They ain't a sanctuary state, but just how crazy it is right now. They're trying to sue Garrett Abbott and DeSantis. But hey, we'll see how that work out. We know what it is. And then for Gavin Newsom to just get up on stage and talk about, oh, it's a horrible blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, again, your wife left, your ex-wife left you because you were crazy, and your new wife family left and turned Republican because of your policies. You're not a good person.
No, I mean he absolutely destroyed California. I mean, don't get me wrong. You
Oh,
know,
he got help.
obviously,
He helped Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown started it, and
yeah,
he's finishing it off.
yeah,
That's why I did that thing last time about EV cars and stuff like that. Like it is crazy. And then I saw the thing. I saw the thing with what was it? When they were doing Tesla, and Tesla has the fastest chargers. But to see that long line of people trying to get to Tesla, to get the car charged, I'm like, y'all are crazy. That
yeah,
was a long line, at least about 25 to 30 cars.
yeah.
And y'all waiting for hours. It's not like a gas car when you could do, you know, you could do and I'll show it on the
You
screen
can
a little bit.
like 10, 15 minutes. Not
Basically.
even that. Not even
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
No.
Like maybe like 5 minutes.
They put it at 5 to 10 minutes most again. I mean, I had to fill up my car this Tuesday. Yeah. And it was a line for it, but I waited in line. I waited about 20 minutes to get to the pump, but I filled up my car in 5 minutes. So that's what that is. I'm gonna see if I can, I'll just people. If you watched the show last night, people, you know which video you know what I showed it at. But I'll show it. Let me see if I can show it to Kenoshi, so you can see it. Let me see. Where do we do that share thing again? Share screen. Window tab. Where is it?
Oh, yeah. The share thing is below your.
No, I got it. No, I got it. I'm trying to
Your-
find it. I find the right thing to share, so you can see it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to find. So I can find the right thing to share. So you see that? So you can see it on the screen right now, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm gonna slide it to the spot I'm talking about. I'm gonna slide it to the spot that I'm talking about on the screen. Okay, that's how does that? Okay, it is that. So how is it? Okay, that's weird. The tab for it is not coming up.
Hmm.
I have it on the thing, but it's like okay, there it is. I was like, where the heck is it? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna show this part right here. Where is it? Get to it right here. I just want to pause this for a second again and look at the news that came out of California for the stupidity. As California bans new gas car sales by 2035, which states could be next. Californians told not to charge the electric cars days after gas cars sales ban. Like you can't make this up. Like it's days after.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
literally.
pretty ironic.
It is asinine craziness. How many cars are waiting for recharge? Multiple. I'm gonna show you that trip. Give me a second. So like you said right there. So let me get this, and I'm gonna play the video. I got the audio off, but I'll play the video. So check this out. These are people trying to. Here's the thing. Charge it at best. If you have the smaller cars, and not the X or the S high platinum and plaid and everything, it's about 45 minutes for 60 to 70% charge or 300 miles, which is not bad. But it's that, but it's 40%. And if it's the like the Tesla 3, then it's about 30 minutes. Okay, but look at this long line here. That people, this person right here, that you see right on the screen, they gotta wait until what? By the time they get to the pump, The daylight's gone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nighttime. Here we go. What? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And God forbid if you lose electricity that you gotta push your car up to the deck.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not by her. Yeah. That sounds like fun. You want to push your car?
Oh
Throw
my
you
god.
back out?
Yeah,
That sounds like a fun
okay,
time.
you go push a gas car, but electric cars are heavier.
Yeah, because of their
The
because
battery,
those
the battery
battery.
itself. Yeah. So
Yeah,
5.
I mean, you have and you can't charge your car at home because you need a specialized inlet.
Well, you could charge your car at home, but again, what happens to people who live in apartments, who live in places that
Mm,
they can't do that? Like I guess some of these people are. Cause why would you line
yeah,
up? Why would you line up to go get gas at this place when you could do it at home?
yeah, that's
So,
a good point.
so that's 5. Let me 6, 7, 8, 9. The white one is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 cars. And all the charges are full right now. So you're going to wait 30 minutes for these people to done for you to even roll up and get a charge. Are you kidding me? That's 30 by 17 is 17. Oh crap. My mouse did the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, I'll show this part as well too. I gotta show that part as well. Let me see. Let me see. 17 times 30. I'm going with. I'm giving the best possible scenario. 8 hours, 8.5 hours. Holy
Yeah,
smokes!
that's crazy. That's
Holy
crazy.
smokes! And also in the video you see right here, where I was just showing right there, these electric cars getting charged. All right, they're getting charged. What are they getting charged by? Let's go take charge, the car said. Let's go behind the scenes. Oh, a big ass green generator fueled by diesel.
Wow.
Hey, maybe it's green energy because it's a green. Because the generator looks green. Maybe that's
using a diesel. It's using a diesel. It's using a diesel energy tank. That is the irony just gets thicker.
it's full of crud. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's you know what this all has to do with money. It's all
Oh
about
yes.
money.
Oh yes. You are
Oh, that's
correct.
all this is all about.
You are correct, my friend. It's all about the money. That's all it is. That's exactly what it is. They don't care. Again, the green machine is just as much as what do you call it? The the shoot. They're just like like the oil companies or the big car companies. They're the same company. They're lobbyists. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do. Out of the lion's den into the frying pan. I bet electric cars are heavier than gas cars. I knew it. I'm reading from trips. That's a full day's work waiting for that line, and it has to be green liquid. And it's crazy. And again, just to go with the I didn't know you could do it like that. Okay, there we go. We're going back into that. Okay. And then just to be as well, because again, just give me a little, because I do have one more thing to say that we could talk about Konoshi, but give me a second. I just want to shout out to people out there who are also, you know, on the chat, because the side chat is for people to talk. So Derek Tomas from Italy, EV cars are exactly what we need to take us over the edge and into a blackout. Yep. Johnny Kilroy from New York. Thank you. I say this with everything. Okay, thank you. I say this with every EV. Everything. Everybody's thinking EVs will kill a gas car. The power grid just isn't strong enough, and honestly, does not make any sense to how many gas car there is. Yes. Um, Casey Nix, from Sacramento, California. This car, that I thank you, because I've been saying this all this time. When I was asking this question, I'll say this to you. Oh, that word is just a made up word. We never is. I'll read your comment in a while, Casey. Give me a second. We never will and never going unless you kill human beings. And even if you kill human beings, we still have carbon. We'll never be a carbon neutral planet. We will never be that.
I mean, most organic materials made out of carbon or has some form of carbon inside of them.
Basically,
And carbon's a life energy. Without it, you don't have any plants.
thank you. Thank you. I don't know why that's so hard.
Actually, if you look into it, um, by some stuff that I've come across, the plants are actually starving for carbon, or have been for a while. But yeah, it's baffling to me that they were able to fool a large population of the world. It's like, oh no, carbon dioxide is evil. We need to get rid of it.
You're right about that. That right, that part right there is just crazy how that's the thinking. We needed I mean, like you said, without that you cannot have the plants needed to grow, so whatever. And again, it's not only cars that does carbon. It's also, what about the volcanoes?
Well,
What
what
about
about the oceans?
when you have solar flares, or the electric man does stuff like that? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
We can't do that. We can't get that. And again, I'm looking at these construction sites I've seen. Like I was at a construction site close today. There are no electric cranes. Sorry, there are none.
yeah,
There are no electric cranes. There are no electric dump trucks right now. You could have it in whatever, but for right now, there's no electric drills drilling into the ground either. It's all carbon based fuel, which is made off of that. Again, I'm not against it, of all that stuff. I say we need to have all forms of electricity, but let's not pretend that just solar and wind gonna work all the time. It doesn't.
yeah.
And that is not what's feeding your electric cars. Okay? That is not
Yeah.
what's feeding electric cars.
Yeah, I mean, the process to get the batteries necessary to run electric cars is a pretty destructive process. Now, I don't know where these people are getting at.
I don't know where they get it either. I don't know where they get it, but they're thinking that's what's gonna be how that works. Because it's not the situation that's going on right now.
Yeah,
So it to me it's just it's just craziness. But again, I'm not against electric cars, but my point is, don't lie. You don't gotta lie.
yeah,
You don't gotta lie at all. But I just don't like the phrasing of that whole phrase that people say, "Oh, this is a luxury. We're gonna be carbon neutral." No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay, Casey Nix again says carbon neutral fuel sounds like such an amazing idea. I really hope this becomes a mainstream instead of the Force EV. Next order of business will be trying to find some way to convince to Vince this this Stellis. Maybe pronouncing that wrong, to have Dodge make Hemis again. Or convince okay, convince the stylist to have make Dodge over. I just want to clarify. I got nothing against EV, but we need better infrastructure for them. It's not even we have infrastructure, Casey. That's not only the point. We just do. It's gonna take a while to build up that infrastructure for all. Like the guy said in the video I did last night, there are 10 billion cars. Not 10 billion cars. There are billion cars in the world. You take all billion cars out. Nobody has the infrastructure to run those. Not America, not China, not India. Nobody. Not even Korea, South Korea, who's the advanced and stuff. They don't have the power.
Yeah.
Stephen Mann from New York. If anyone think electric cars are green, look at the images of the lithium miles, then read up on the damage it done to the environment. I am happy that you showed that video last night. I have shown it to many of my friends because a lot of people do not know what the environmental costs of these electric cars are. They just think that the electric bikes are made from air and it pops up and people are using it. You're right. That's not how it's being used. But they want to say that. Derek Sutner from Miami, Florida. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that Porsche is working on this type of fuel. Which, yeah, there's a guy in the video I showed, and again, I'm not promoting it, but if he could make it work, I got nothing against it. He said he could pull carbon out of the air and turn it into into gasoline chemically. I'm like, if you could do that, God bless you. I hope you could do it, and the government works with it. But I gotta make sure you're not an oil. But I gotta make sure you're not an oil salesman. Snake oil salesman, I should say.
Yeah.
You say it, that's all cool, but you gotta double check. It would be the oil company's best interest to go behind this fuel. EVs are not the future. No one wants to wait 30 minutes or more for their car to charge. Exactly. And again, if this really does work, that would take the pressure off of oil. If you could pull the carbon out of the air and turn it into gas, that would be cool. That is something we should be looking for, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little lengthy one here. I'm gonna use this, but I do have a question I want to ask to you. Another different topic I want to talk about to you, Coach. Forgive me, but let me get this person because they did put a long one in here. If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize dubly. Samanji Sai, again Simaraigit, and Singh. So Samanjit Singh. Pronounced the name wrong, I apologize. All right, from UK. Dodge recently unveiled their new concept EV, and the CEO Tim have said this: over $526 billion have been spent on EV. He said, "We need to be a part of this, otherwise we lose." I'm gonna add something to that. To what you just said. Sing. The companies are paying the Biden administration tons of money because they know they want an equal playing field because they don't want to be left apart. They're paying the government a lot of money to lobby, so they could put this ban. They're the one who put the bans in there, so they make sure that, hey, if I gotta go all electric, you guys gotta go all electric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
right now, Toyota, the one who started the whole thing, Toyota with the Prius, saying like, we're not going all electric yet. Don't feel right. Maybe the Japanese know something that American cars don't know. But they backed out of that. Let me see here. So yeah, continuing the comment. First of all, just because they spent $500 billion on EV does not mean that EVs are the solution. In fact, the U.S. have spent more than $1.5 trillion on that is true, the F-35 fighter jet, and it does not even fly properly. Also, during the Cold War, the U.S. spent more than $1 trillion on military systems that simply did not work and were failures. Hence, I'm trying to make the analogy that spending all that money on EVs doesn't mean that it's the solution for the future, and that is true. Good, good way of saying it. Good way of saying that. So
Yeah.
the commercial, the another thing I want to bring up with you with Kenoshi is basically this, which is again. So I just did my video on my gaming channel about the whole Nintendo Direct, and shout outs again to the PlayStation Play. I watched that. I did a video about that. Now, funny enough, I was more excited for the daggone exclusives,
Yeah.
which is funny how that works. The exclusives had me more like, wow, that looks way better than a third party shilling in there. I don't know.
Yeah. Third party game. Yeah. I mean, third party games can be good, but I mean you can play them anywhere, so it's not like you're missing out if you don't have that particular console.
Yeah. So shout outs for that because I've seen that other thing. But again, like I said, I gotta watch my wallet because including with me doing a wedding and everything right now. Holy smoke, man! Nintendo, what's wrong with you, man? When you trying to broke me for real?
Yeah.
So much games are coming out. You got Nier
I know
Automata.
people.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I know people are complaining about, the usual people complaining about the direct because they had their expectations because there's like, oh, Zelda HD collection is confirmed or whatever. That
What?
was the rumor.
Oh
You
Lord.
know that they people are talking about how the Zelda HD collection is going to be announced
All right, the
at the
direct.
Nintendo Direct, and that they just got they had all their hopes all set up for this big blowout Direct, and then
Well, hey,
a
and
lot.
that's why Zelda said, "Hey, catch these tears."
Yeah, yeah.
Tears of a Kingdom. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Tears of a Kingdom.
it's
All the soil boy, all the soy.
yeah, it's like that every other Direct. It's like that every other
Basically.
Direct. So
But yeah, and I'm
nothing
gonna
new.
I'm gonna shout out to Namco Bandai. You better have the better version of the dang HD remaster, not the crappy one you put on PC, please.
I on things
Hon-
I've heard it's based off the PS2 version, so it's I would uh I would find another way to play this game, I guess.
I don't know if it's off the. Well, I have the original GameCube version. I have two copies of it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
would love to have I would love to have the HD version for my Switch because that is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. That was the game that brought me back into RPGs because at that time I got burned out on Pokemon. I didn't want to play RPGs, and then I picked that up on a whim from games. Here's the thing you don't hear that much. I picked up on a whim from Blockbuster, played it, enjoyed it, then bought it. Good old Blockbuster. Oh boy, the days. But yeah, that was the we call it. That was the hopefully they get. I hope for the best version of that. I am pre-order nothing whatever. Then you have Nier Automata. You have Bayonetta 3, Bayonetta 1. All these are physicals that I care about. Pokemon for
yeah,
people like the Pokemon. Fire Emblem once again in January. Kirby's Triple Deluxe, which I didn't play. I didn't not Triple Deluxe. The Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which I did not play on the Wii, but I will play the remake. Like, good man, you're hurting the pockets, man.
yeah,
Pockets are hurting.
yeah.
So have you beaten Xenoblade yet?
No, not yet. Still making my way through it.
Still enjoying it?
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Okay, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. All of the right, and of course you have Splatoon, which I have not touched Splatoon because I need to finish Splatoon 2 and and the Octoling expansion, which of course Splatoon 3. I think we'll have that too if I would guess. But I just have to, yeah, I gotta beat that before I beat 3. Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Alterizer 3. That's another game. I've not. I mean, I've beaten one, but I want to beat. I want to beat one a certain way because it's all these paths that's there that I never access and I want to access it. And but Alterizer 3, the one that I was like, dang, I didn't even beat 2 yet.
Yeah.
And we still have what is it called? Net. Like my sister was calling about what's that game again? Mega Man Battle Network Collection. Oh man, it's just so much games coming out.
Yeah.
So much games coming out. But hey. Oh yeah, I mean you more of a fighter person, so what do you think so far of Street Fighter 6?
I think it looks pretty. I think it's one of those things that are looking a little better the more I see of it. But I know some people might be disappointed at some of the. I know it's an option, but some of the ways they casualized it, like a one button combo, um,
Hmm.
stuff like that. I don't know if I'm super thrilled with, but at the same time, they're trying to make fighting games more mainstream. So I don't know. We'll see how
I mean, you
they
still don't want to be
balance
a
that
button
out.
masher because then you just don't feel like you have the skill to do it. You just you want to have something, but you don't want it to be that technically easy.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Smash is the perfect balance between it's accessible, but it still takes skill to be playing that game. Like that's my point because it's just couple. It's not a button mash because you have to push the button in the right act to do the moves. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's just a lot of these companies want to grow their franchises, but sometimes they do it the detriment of the franchise by streamlining everything. Like if you hear a company say, "Oh, we're trying to streamline this game," be very wary. Be very wary because that can be a dirty word.
It only gonna be a dirty word. And of course, last but not least, if anything, again, that said, we got the title of the new Zelda game. Huh. I want to see again what Nintendo pulled off. Come again,
Yeah,
Breath of the Wild was already a big ass game, and now you'll be traveling up in the sky and doing all kind of stuff. Now
yeah, yeah. It'd be interesting.
it'd be quite interesting. And that coming out March, and that coming out May 12th. Huh. Hey, it'll be something we would be up for. That's for sure. But hey, it is what it is in that regard. I want to remind everybody out there, like I said, can once you join in. So, like I said, we'll be. I don't want. I'm making a short night because I have to head out of town first thing tomorrow morning. So I want to make sure everybody understand. Next week Thursday and Friday. Technically speaking, Thursday next week Thursday will be my birthday.
Oh, okay, so you'll be out of town doing some birthday stuff.
That's the game plan. I should be in the Biltmore Estates.
Oh, okay.
That's the way my fiance set it up to be. So that's where I'll be. Be there with the posh wine and the Biltmore Estate around the white people.
Oh man.
Oh God, I just like messing with people. But I am true. I'll be wanting to build more mistakes and stuff like that. So there won't be a side chat nor a project over mic tomorrow. I mean next Thursday. So hope you guys can go back again. Remember, go to Spotify, Project Open Mic, or go to Project Open Mic on YouTube and check out the back catalogs. Because again, we got a lot of people that watch the student debt video because they're still talking about, oh, we're gonna release the application in October. Now without some lawsuits, you ain't.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some lawsuits.
They're trying.
There'll be a lot of lawsuits.
Yeah, they're just trying their hardest just to pass that so they get people to vote for it. That's all it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. That's why I'm just kind of like, I mean, would the money be nice? Sure, but I mean, realistically speaking, I think this gonna get held up in the courts for eternity. So
yeah, but even so, if the money comes through again, you're gonna benefit. Like I said, I have a sister, my sister, and my fiance have a student debt. Would it benefit them? Yes. The problem is that it's gonna cause one more thing. It causes more inflation.
Yep.
That's the direct problem of this.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anything else you have to say before we go, Kenoshi?
Yeah. One more loss for the Democrats. Apparently Matt Gaetz got off because there was a speculation that he was involved in some sort of sexual misconduct, and the DOJ said we had to drop it because the witness that they were using was unreliable. Interesting.
Well, what to say about that? Because I don't think it is. But for me, again, yes. Okay. Hope you guys are take care of yourself. If you live in the Gulf Coast region, whatever, it looks like there might be a major storm coming through from Florida to the Gulf Coast. So guys, take care of yourself. Make sure you go out there and prepare yourself for that. Right now, we're in the fall. So at least, for one thing, at least the sweltering heat is coming down. And again, like I said to the people out there who have electric, like I said last night, the smart thermostat. Again, do not sign up for the little thing for the company to control your thermostat. Don't. 1, 2. If you stupidly did that, unplug the router and just use your smart thermostat as a regular thermostat. Okay, that's what you should be doing. So remember, evil comes in all shapes, size, height, color, creed, sex, nationality, parties. Make no difference. Evil is evil. And last but not least, out there, guys, remember, people are stupid, individuals are smart. Be that smart individual. Check y'all 2 weeks from now, hopefully. And again, take care of yourself. All right. Peace out and have a good weekend.
Later.